body stretch to wake up and energize you. So this is day 8 of a 30-day program called the Morning Yoga Movement. If you are new here and new to this challenge, you can check out the first link down below in the description box to join us. Otherwise, let's just start and get into it. We don't need any props for today's practice, and we're actually going to start standing. So the emphasis in this 10-minute practice is to get a big boost of energy to help activate you for the day ahead. So just begin in your mountain pose, shine the palms forward, feet hip-width distance apart. And in this morning yoga movement, every single 10-minute morning yoga class is paired with an affirmation to help you set the tone for the day ahead. And our intention today is I am filled with creative energy. So as you stand tall here and shine your heart forward, maybe repeat this to yourself a few times. I am filled with creative energy. Drawing the low belly in, stretching out. Hands at your heart, and now to help with balance, lean on your right leg, squeeze as you lift your left knee up as high as it can go. So try to keep your gaze steady, and we're gonna step it back into a high lunge. Left foot steps all the way to the back of the mat. Feet are hip-width distance apart. Once you're feeling balanced, inhale, reach your arms all the way up to the sky. And as you exhale, you're gonna reach your arms back and just tap that back knee down to the mat. Inhale, back up, high lunge. 2 more like this. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift it up. Last one, exhale. And inhale. Reach your arms back, palms facing down, and start to tilt forward. Roll your shoulders down and away from your ears. Keep a deep bend into that front knee and lift the belly off of your thigh. So filled with creative energy, feel that power start to build within you. Come all the way back up, hands at the heart. We're gonna come back to where we were, standing at the top of the mat. Lift your left knee up once more, facing forward. Bend into your knees, drop the hips, inhale. Exhale, fold and release. Let's take our first flow, halfway lift. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant your palms, step the feet back to plank pose, and lower all the way to your belly. Point the toes back, cobra. Exhale to release our first downward facing dog. Tuck your toes under, lift your hips up and back. So make any movements here that feel good first thing in the morning in down dog. This is also a wonderful pose to do to get a big boost of energy, to stretch from head to toe. And we'll find our ragdoll fold at the top of the mat so you can walk your feet forward. Bend your knees once you're there. Just let your belly rest over your thighs, decompressing through your spine. And we'll roll all the way up, push into your heels. Back into that mountain pose. Standing at the top of the mat, feet hip-width distance apart. Lean onto your left leg and lift your right knee up as high as it can. With as much control as you can, we're gonna step it back into a high lunge. And once you're feeling stable, arms stretch up. So lots of length here. As you exhale, arms back, tap that back knee down. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Lift on up and start to tilt forward, palms facing down. Roll your shoulders away from the floor. Draw your navel in instead of pushing the belly out. Sink a little deeper, you can do it. Hands at your heart, and we'll step up. Keep that right knee lifted. Into your chair pose. Sink down low, inhale. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, flat back. Plant your palms, plank pose, inhale. chaturanga. Exhale. Upward facing dog. And we meet downward facing dog. Last little standing pose here, or standing sequence. Reach your right leg up to the sky and step your right foot forward in between your palms. Coming back into our high lunge, just a transition here. Sink down nice and low. You're gonna bring your elbows out in front of you. Left arm under the right, maybe binding once, maybe binding twice. Find something to focus on and step up into your eagle pose. Left thigh crosses over the right, maybe the toes loop back as well. So both knees should be bent as you sink your hips down, pressing your shoulders down and away from your ears. And now keep your legs as they are. Bring your hands to your hips. Find warrior 3. Unwrap the legs. Reach your left leg back. Keeping your hips squared. Transition to your high lunge, exactly where we were. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. And right away to the second side, left leg up. Step that left foot through. High lunge. Bend your elbows, eagle arms, right arm under the left, binding once or twice. Stepping up to your eagle pose, wrapping right thigh over the left, maybe looping the toes back as well. Hugging into the midline. Both knees are bent. Keep your legs the same. Just bring your hands to your hips. And warrior 3. Right leg extends up and back. High lunge. Downward facing dog. Your last opportunity for vinyasa here if you'd like. Inhaling to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Our last downward facing dog. Bring your knees down to the floor. We'll just take a little seated stretch here. Reach your right leg out to the side. Bring your left foot in towards the inner thigh. And we're just going to move into a forward fold towards that right leg. So stretching deeply through the left side of your low back. Walk your hands in. And a little baby wild thing. Bring your left hand back behind you. Right arm reaches up and over. Lifting your hips up. And fold it down. Let's go to the other side. Bring your right heel in, left leg out, and you're trying to open up the legs, more like a little straddle shape. Turning towards left shin and left knee, fold on down. Reconnecting to the affirmation, I am filled with creative energy. Lift back up. Baby wild thing, right hand back behind you this time. Press the hips up. Reach your left arm back. Big counter stretch. And let your hips come down to the floor. Take a seat. Maybe crossing the legs or kneeling, whatever feels good here. Palms come together at the front of the heart. See if you can feel that creative energy to surface within you. And we'll close our practice with a big breath in through the nose, out through your mouth. Inhale. Bowing forward. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you so much, yogis, for doing this 10-minute energizing